My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day, waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. We're going to make it wealthy, good and wealthy.
A few moments later.
Let's begin this hour with a look at the North American markets. They've been open for about 30 minutes now, already showing major losses. Investors around the world rattled by the announcement of sweeping reciprocal tariffs from the United States.
Absolute pandemonium.
The U.S. just lost 92,000 jobs in a month. Economists expected 60,000 jobs to be added, but instead employers cut nearly every sector. Restaurants lost 30,000 jobs, healthcare lost 28,000, factories have now cut jobs in 14 of the last 15 months. Right, and unemployment jumped to 4.4%, and then it gets worse. The government also revised December and January numbers down by another 69,000 jobs that never actually existed. And this after last year, the economy averaged just 15,000 jobs a month under Trump's tariff chaos. So January looked like a rebound, but February killed that hope. One economist even called it a knockdown. The companies not hiring because they don't know what's coming next. The war with Iran spiking fuel costs, the tariffs keep changing, and AI is making employers wonder if they even need new workers. And now you've got the Fed meeting March 17th, and they're split between cutting rates to save the job market and keeping them high to fight inflation, which the war is going to make worse. So ultimately, the economy is stuck, and nobody seems to have a plan to unstick it. Hey, let me know.
Today, markets reacting sharply to a fresh flare-up in transatlantic tensions amid President Trump's efforts to own Greenland. Today was the first day of trading since the president aggressively renewed threats against European allies. The Wall Street Journal saying that stocks slumped after the president stepped up his campaign to take over Greenland and threatened new restrictions on trade with Europe, should he not get his way. The Dow plunging nearly 900 points today.
What's the judge here? Somebody sent for us down. Where's God? What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
Oil prices have gone back up again today, $77 a barrel. The price of gas is way up. Crude oil is now at $78 a barrel and rising, and that's largely why the stock market is down. Not good for the president when the gas price and the oil price is going up.
Americans are going to feel this in the pocketbook. Already you see the White House in an absolute panic over gas prices, coming up with wild ideas. Let's do a 1-year holiday on the federal excise tax of gas to bring that price down. They're just flailing for ideas because they understand that this terrible decision that they have taken is going to end this presidency. We're going to have a lame duck president for 3 years with 20 to 30% approval ratings. Now, by the way,
my Uncle Joe. It was a whole lot calmer than this. It didn't affect my day-to-day life. I was a nobody and I was balling then. Now, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even show you $5 in my pocket.
Hey MAGA, Trump humpers. Where's those $2.19 gas prices you were posting here a couple weeks ago? Where are they at? I don't see no gas prices being posted by you guys here lately. Is it because they're over $3? Now, if you're going to post Trump's accomplishments, you got to post them all. You can't just pick and choose.
Appears to be in very serious condition.
The man alive.
Make this promise. I will prevent, and very easily, World War III. Very easily. And you're going to have World War III, by the way. You're going to have World War III. If something doesn't happen fast, you're going to have World War III. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. It will be settled quickly. And I say this, I will end that war in one day. It'll take 24 hours. I know Zelensky well. I know Putin well. I would get that ended in a period of 24
You can break that deal.
100%. It would be easy. That deal would be easy. The economy is not good. I'll make it good. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Max, let me repeat what President Trump said when asked if Americans should be worried about attacks here at home. Quote, I guess, but I think they're worried about that all the time. We think about it all the time. We plan for it. But yeah, we expect some things. Like I said, some people will die. When you go to war, some people will die.
CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
That's the way it is. Likely be more.
Donald Trump didn't just fail to fix inflation. He's actively making it worse. His illegal tariffs are still pushing up the cost of imported goods. The Iran war is spiking your gas bill. And his response to all of it? If they rise, they rise.
If he dies, he dies.
Well, we're looking to keep the oil prices down. We went artificially up because of this excursion into a very positive thing. I mean, this was an excursion that a lot of people wouldn't have done. I knew oil prices would go up if I did this, and they've gone up probably less than I thought they'd go up. But I don't think anybody thought we were going to be this quickly successful. This was a military success, the likes of which people haven't seen. We have the best military. We have the best equipment. We have, I believe, the best generals. We have the best. And this went very quickly. We talked about that with President Putin. He was very impressed with what he saw because nobody's ever seen anything quite like it.
I just got off the phone with President Trump, who gave himself a 15 out of 10 on how the war is going so far.
Since the war started, the average U.S. price of a gallon of gas has risen 20%. The price of a gallon of diesel has spiked even more, by 28%.
Within 1 year, you're going to have electric bills and energy bills, and your gasoline for your car is going to be 50% cheaper than it is right now. That's a big thing.
I want to take you back to October 2024 at a Detroit rally. Quote, I will cut your energy prices in half within 12 months. At that point, gas was $2.95. It was $2.95 before he started a war with Iran. It's $3.45 now, and again, polymarket's corrupt, but it does give you some important numbers. It says there's a 41% chance that gas hits $5. And when a reporter asked Trump about it, he said, if they rise, they rise. That sounds like something that Ivan Drago said in Rocky IV.
If he dies, he dies.
And I want to talk to you about the greatest hits of what Trump has said about gas so far. Because the gap between what he said and what we're seeing is absolutely breathtaking. All right, I will cut your energy prices in half within 12 months. That was 2024. Drill, baby, drill at his RNC acceptance speech. Quote, day one, frack, 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 and drill, drill, drill in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Starting day one, I will approve new drilling, new pipelines, new refineries. That is what you voted for, Republicans. Instead, this is the reality we get. Trump, he's going to try to blame the war and stop the analysis there. But gas prices were already up. They were up 4% from Election Day before these missiles were fired at Iran. His tariffs raised costs across the supply chain. Domestic drilling rig counts were actually down 4% compared to Biden's first term. That's, by the way, the guy that Trump was accusing of blocking American energy production. Look, drill, baby, drill was just a slogan. Reality and the rigs didn't follow the slogan. Trump promised to cut your gas costs in half, and they are headed towards $5 a gallon now. And when asked about it, the man who doesn't care about you says, if they rise, they rise.
If he dies, he dies.